What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my vlog. And it's all about keeping you guys laced up and motivated because I know I wish I had a mentor growing up or somebody I could listen to that was inspirational and entertaining at the same time. And that's what I'm all about. So subscribe to the channel. Another shoe giveaway coming up, and hey, it's all about pushing things to the next level and enjoying life. And I want to talk about studying the next man's bankroll. You'll go broke. You'll go broke when you keep eyeballing the next man, worried about what he's doing. Don't worry about what he's doing. Worry about how you can get it. If anything, ask that man how he got there. Because if you're tripping off of why he has what he has, then you're never going to get it. Because the energy that you send out into the world is basically contradictory to achieving that it is what you seek to achieve. See, you can't be a hater and expect to get blessings. It doesn't work like that. You gotta salute the next man who's bossed up, who's flossing in the Maybach or the Porsche, GT3, or the motherfucking Huracan, or the house up in motherfucking Brentwood. You gotta salute that man because he made it happen. Maybe he had a silver spoon to help him get there, or maybe he didn't. But the bottom line is, you can't walk around with that hate in your heart for people who have money. You can't be mad at people who live a good life, who have achieved a certain level of success. Unless that person has really did you something and you have a personal vendetta, then I can't really speak on that. But as far as just in general, when you see people that are doing well for themselves, salute them people, man. Congratulate them because somebody in their bloodline had to make something happen. Maybe they had a trust. Maybe they didn't have to earn what they have, but somebody along those lines did something that allowed them the opportunity to live how they're living now, to have that property up in Beverly Hills or Newport Beach or the Hamptons, so that they could ball out. But don't be mad at that guy, man. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, being humble. Hey man, what do you do? I see you got a business. I seen you on social media, man. How'd you start off? If the guy's an asshole, he's an asshole. Some guys are just fucking assholes. There's a label that you see when you see certain people driving certain cars, and I'm not gonna say the cars because you guys know, but you say, oh, he's a douchebag. And that's because typically the majority of people who drive those cars are douchebags in the sense that how they act and how they treat other people. But sometimes you have people who are humble. I met a couple of people who have those cars who are very humble, who are down to earth, who are open for conversation, who are a book of knowledge. And so you can't write off that whole demographic as being, oh man, he's an asshole, or that motherfucker think he's better than everybody else. You don't know. You haven't talked to that person. You don't know what kind of time he's on. You can't assume that because you've seen him or read an article in Rolling Stone or Vanity Fair or Fortune magazine that this guy is an asshole. You got to sit down and have a conversation. A lot of times reporters, different people, they report people according to how they want them to be depicted. They paint a picture which is beneficial for the sale of the magazine or the article. So don't get tricked into judging people based on what you read about them, because until you meet them in person, you never know what they're about. So always be open to entertaining somebody to find out really what their character is. And that's what's gonna allow you to grow your success and to take yourself to the next level, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And a lot of times you think somebody is so damn smart, but it's a lot of times it's just opportunity, man. Like they say, luck is preparedness meeting opportunity. Somebody saying, hey man, I'm involved in this, blah 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 blah. And you're like, man, I got this I'm doing, and maybe we can collaborate. And they're like, oh well, give me a call. and they might be genuine. You know, you call them and you guys put together something, and booyah, it blows up whatever you're doing. You know, it allows you to take your business to the next level, because maybe this person sees something in you that they saw in themselves, and they want to help you. You know, not everybody is out to, you know, just, you know, floss on you. And you got a lot of those guys too. Oh man, I'm buying this, and yeah, I'm gonna do this, and blah 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 blah. But they're never saying, hey, you know what? You know, if you ever want to try to get involved in something, maybe we could do something together, or holler at me, man, and maybe we can partner up on something. See, a true friend, if he's driving a motherfucking Lamborghini, he wants you to drive a Lamborghini. He's not gonna brag to you about, oh, I got the Lambo, I'm getting a Ferrari, and I have a McLaren. No, he's gonna be like, you know what? Hey, dude, I know you always, you know, you're in the cars and stuff too. Why don't you see, you know, come by, maybe we can see about getting this started. Or I know you're into this, maybe I can help you with this. They're gonna try to help you because they wanna see you at the same level they are. If a friend is not trying to bring you to the same level they are, to have you basically elevate to where they're at, then they're not your friend. They're not your friend, man. A true friend is gonna try to get you to elevate your status to where they're at, so you guys can both enjoy life at the highest level and see things from a similar perspective. You know, he's in a Lambo, you're in a Lambo. He's in a motherfucking a Lamborghini Urus, you're in a Lamborghini Urus. You guys are right there, so you guys can enjoy the world together through similar eyes. He wants you to be as happy as he is, or get your perspective on the same things he's doing, so that you guys can elevate together. If he's not trying to do that, he's a piece of shit. He's not your friend. And don't even study his bankroll, man. Just keep it pushing. But don't hate on a person's bankroll in general, and don't focus your energy on these people and what they earn as, you know, your sole motivation. You know, it's not good. It'd drive you crazy, you know, because some people, they just have a circle that's just basically layered with opportunity. You know, you grow up in the Hamptons, you grow up in Newport Harbor, you grow up in, you know, you go to Beverly Hills High, you go to, you know, the Yale University, you know, you graduate from Stanford. You're around people who are very smart, there's a lot of opportunities, and the odds of you making it, as opposed to if you're in East Oakland and in the projects, or you're down in the Fifth Ward and in Houston, or down in Louisiana and you know, in the Bayou, or you're in Chicago, you know, in the projects, you know, it's stacked, man. And so if you're not exposed to certain things, of course, it's going to be very limited in what you think you can accomplish. So your focus might be the local hustler, and, you know, what he's doing around the neighborhood. But focus on the big picture. Don't get frustrated when things don't happen real fast, but don't be afraid to ask questions. Dress up a little bit, present yourself to, different platforms, which are going to allow you to interact with different people. You know, a lot of times a certain class of people fuck with a certain class of people. Like I always say, man, a pimp told me one time, he's like, you know, eagles fly with eagles, seagulls fly with seagulls. You're not going to see an eagle kicking it with motherfucking pigeons or seagulls. It doesn't happen. And so it's the same thing with wealth. You're going to go to different places, and with the guy who, works for Caltrans goes, you're going to frequent different places. If you're a doctor, than a guy who does construction. And I'm not taking away from either side. Everybody who works, earns a living, takes care of their family, great people. All I'm saying is that you can't judge, and don't let the focus be about that person, what they're driving, and what they're doing. And if it feels like you have the animosity, cut that person off. I know people who weren't shit, you know, initially when I met them. I mean, they were shit. They were cool people, but they got an opportunity, and they started, you know, really making some serious money, 6 figures a month, and they just changed. You know, they changed. They just became, you know, somebody who just was full of themselves and always bragging, and, oh, I just went over here, oh, I did this, and, oh, my Lamborghini, I had it up to 150, and, oh, I flew to, you know, Miami and went to Colombia and I was doing this, and then they're telling you all this stuff, and then you guys used to talk about doing stuff together, but they're not offering you any opportunity for you to enjoy these same things. It's just like if you come, you're their guest, but they're still flossing on you. Cut them motherfuckers off. They don't want to see you having what they have. And like I said, a true friend will love to see you having the same thing they're having. Bottom line, if they're your partner and they're having paper, then they should want you to have paper. And if they don't want you to have paper, if they don't want you to be enjoying Roof Chris and steak at Morton's or Mastro's and shit like that, and shopping at Gucci or flying over to motherfucking Portugal, then they're not your friend, man. If they come back and always bragging, oh, I went to Gucci, I shut it down, and oh man, I was in motherfucking Switzerland, man, and we was flossing at the hotel and knocking these little breezies, man, and I was busting cheeks over there. If they should be like, hey man, you know what? I'm planning another trip, dude. Look, come holler at me. Let's get this going, man. If you got a little bit of bread, I can put you into something, blah, 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 blah. I know you were trying to do this. Where is that at right now? Let me see if I can introduce you to my dude who can help you get it going. They should be trying to embrace you, bro. They should be trying to help you get your shit together. That's a true motherfucking homie. That's a motherfucker who has your best interest. If they're not trying to do that, they're not trying to bring you into the circle, and they're just totally flossing on you, fuck them, man. They're not your motherfucking people, man. They're not your partner. And putting energy into entertaining them, cut them off. Find you somebody else and let that person open up the door of opportunity. Because, like I said, putting energy into being mad because somebody else has something, it's better to just totally cut that person off rather than to every time you see them have all this animosity and anger and bitterness. It's not good energy for you, and it's a bad look because you're entertaining them for the sake of what they have, and you don't really want them to have that, and that's not good. Because anybody that has nice stuff, you should want them to have that. And if you don't want them to have that, then you shouldn't even be around them because you have anger in your heart. So don't focus your energy on what the next man's bankroll is. Focus on your bankroll. Focus on stacking your chips. Focus on being successful. Focus on being positive. Focus on building your foundation. Focus on your brand. Focus on having beautiful people in your life. Focus on being a beautiful spirit. Focus on putting out good energy. Focus on helping other people. And you will be the best you can be. And I guarantee you that you'll achieve the success you want to achieve. Big Herc 916. Holler at me. Life coaching. BigHerc916.com. Shoot me a message. I'm all about that positivity and motivation.